We're back in Basilisk 2000. Now, last time we played Basilisk 2000, we actually learned a lot of things, okay? We figured out a lot of really cool things. I went back offline and I was trying to figure out what exactly is writ, what exactly is 200 tax. The two level names that we couldn't find, and I tried to find the Great Hall in the Forest and stuff as well. The one major development is I figured out writ. Now, if you actually go to the person, I'm not going to do it because, well, I could, because it's gonna be like annoying to like go through. The way that the writ person works is if you you're gonna be yes. If you want to avoid spoilers, this is your chance, and then come back to it another time. The thing that you find the word writ on, it literally says the medallion is broken. So you have to think about what does it mean to be broken. If it's broken in half, it's at the start or the end of a word. What word starts with writ? Ritual. I'm so stupid. I didn't know the entire time, and I finally figured it out. Okay. The problem is I don't really know what to do from here. This is my first time being here, but this is going to be interesting. I also found out that the cursed serpent sword. So there's a lot of NPCs that have like different quests, right? I found a couple of new weapons, but the cursed serpent sword was actually indeed the holy serpent's fang sword that they wanted to find, those like cultists. So it is the cursed sword. Now, as far as I can tell, as soon as we get here, this map is interesting. For instance, there's a serpent. Wait, there's a serpent. Like the actual serpent. Trigger boss phase, trigger phase 2. Boss phase? What? Wait, this is weird. What do you mean? Animation gonna need a lot of work here plus more atmosphere. Wait, what? Well, that's weird. What do you mean more atmosphere? Holy shit, what the hell is that? Wait! Isn't that the serpent? Unless you're the... are you the serpent? You're the... Wait, but if you're the serpent, what's that serpent? Now, figuring this out is a major break in everything, okay? Because again, I accidentally spoiled this for myself. I went to a YouTube video that said 20 Easter eggs. Okay, look, they're so good at titling and like thumbnailing, okay? And then I clicked on it and the first comment was about the penultimate level. So I know about it and I know that this level leads to that somehow. Unfortunately. But let's look around and see what exactly this is. Boss phase 1? Phase 2. Boss theme. George, this track will not fit the theme. Did you even read my script? Huh. George, this doesn't fit anything, George. A torn Basilisk phase 2. Holy shit, wait, that's the Basilisk phase 2? That thing looks terrifying. It's like massive. Jesus. Now, it's good that we found this too, because again, there's a lot more secrets in this game. I thought the skins with the little, like, thingy was like the final thing to find, right? I thought that the torn skins with the level and finding out what, like, David Branch did was the final thing. But no, it wasn't even close to the final thing. That was just the start of everything. It's finding this is going to lead even more, apparently, into what exactly happened. Why does the sensor look so weird? No, if we go inside the thing, it's fine, right? And I could also just kill it. I mean, I'm assuming. Oh, I can. Huh, that's weird. Wait, what? Yeah, what if I just... Holy shit! Wait, turn back to phase 2, God. Why does it all of a sudden say God? It changed this name to, like, God. That's weird. But I also found out how to move faster in this game, okay? Backstand. Use your mouse wheel. Your mouse wheel moves you ridiculously fast, so we no longer have to slowly go around to, like, maps. It's very, very handy because these maps go quite long. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened here? It's all my fault. It's all because of color yellow MVB W thing MD. What? Color yellow MVB MD. Huh? Oh, yeah, okay, this is the other thing. This is the thing that leads to the final secret because I accidentally messed up finding out about it. This is technically MVBMD is technically a cipher. And then apparently if you run it through the rot cipher, which is you shift the letters by 8 forward, then you get the final solution. Which I don't think I would have found out normally because there's basically no way to figure that out. There's no way to figure that out on your own. The only hint of the idea of a rot cipher is if you're very sort of aware of the format of the letters and like what to expect, or if you are, you know, if you have to pay attention to like one very tiny little hint, that's like, oh, like, you know, the placeholder rot effect. And those are the only two things I could find so far that seem to hint at all to the idea of using the rot filter. Okay, so I'm gonna equip a very strong weapon here to kill this thing. We're gonna equip the blood sword, which is 777S. This thing's kind of busted. We're gonna kill this giant serpent god thing because apparently it changed its name. Well, now it's still god again. What a weird thing to like do. That changes its like name. Strange. But I'm curious what happens if this thing dies. I imagine lots of bad things happen. Okay, that's weird.
With a final, desperate strike, the hero tore open the skin of the snake. The torn knight, long worshipped for vanquishing the Basilisk and creating humankind, turned out to be nothing but a mishappen myth.
Huh.
The Basilisk was indeed a man, a knight, a cure for a starving world.
Huh.
When the true cure lay guarded behind a tyrant's walls. The man killed ultimately and indiscriminately until no one was left starving but himself for blood.
Interestingly, this is the actual plot of the first Basilisk game.
And created
I didn't expect this.
World. And as the hero's sword broke open the skin of this world, light from another side shined through, and the world trembled and shook, shedding its dead skin.
Wait, why is it so real all of a sudden? That's like real footage.
Light.
Oh, flashbang! Flashbang one. Ah, Jesus Christ! Ah. Well, that was interesting. That's a weird end to the story. Because saying that we know what the actual story is, that's a weird take on the end of the story, okay? Now, MVB and ND, this is something called a rot cipher. So if you do the rot cipher, and let's see, if you go to like a rot cipher, if you Google rot cipher, there's like decoding sites. Well, it's called a Caesar cipher technically, but and you do like in a rot cipher, MVBMD. Decode.fr, whatever. MVB and ND. MVBMD. AZ plus 8. Enter. Okay, well, basically the idea of a rot cipher is you take the letter, say it's the letter A, you shift it forward by a number of letters to get the actual word, right? So you would go A, B, C, D, that's 4 letters. E, F, G, H, and all of a sudden now your like thing is like, oh, like it's the letter H or something. But you rot it, and apparently the word it's supposed to spell is event. This is impossible for me to figure out without looking it up. But this is apparently the penultimate ending to the game. I don't really know what to expect, other than this looks weird as heck already. In fact, doing rot seems impossible. I mean, figuring out that it's a rot filter seems very difficult at all to even like know. What in the... Jesus, this is so trippy. It's almost like projected on, the way the lighting works. What the... I am so scared. Wait, isn't this The Office? Oh no, chat, this is The Office. Remember The Office where like David Brent with like Wild? Donuts are the best. Donuts are very nice. Donuts taste very good. The reason why a donut tastes very good. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Okay, maybe horror game? Yeah, kind of. Basilisk 2000. It's kind of a horror game. You could call it a horror game. Yeah, I mean, you could call it many things. I call it a genuinely terrifying experience involving some weird fucking shit. You basically explore a game through its level editor to find the secret as to why things are going crazy in it. And this is apparently the final secret that I couldn't figure out. Wait, these are the bodies. Oh my god! Wait, these are the bodies of like the people that David Brunch killed. Now, there's a first playthrough up now on my full playthrough channel on YouTube. I can't believe he killed them all. Jesus Christ! What's that? Shh. Do you do you hear that? What's that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is weird. In the first playthrough, we learned that David Brunch heard the call of the serpent. He knew the story of the serpent and tried to bring the serpent back to life. And by doing so, he killed all of his employees at his company. Which is a crazy thing to do, okay? That's a crazy thing to do. In doing so, he apparently brought back the serpent, but he made this game as a documentary of sorts, as a sick documentary to his actions, which I think is kind of genius but also terrifying. Ah! Filthy fishy web page stick. Trust me. It's I've removed the crypto mayonnaise. Chat, I removed the crypto mayonnaise. This is a trippy game. Yeah, this is. I mean, this section is way trippier than anything else we've ever seen yet. It wasn't this trippy before. It was not this trippy before. It was not this trippy before. I don't like these noises. I have to tell you right now, I'm like terrified, okay? I want to save the horror stuff for later, because today is mostly Steam Next Fest stuff, sorry. What the fuck is that? No. How would I go towards the light, huh? Okay. Okay, no, we have to go back. What's inside of what's inside that like hole? But the whole but that's the whole gist of this game. You explore this weird sort of like cosmic story through a level editor, and you try to figure out exactly what's going on. Again, this final level, I would not have figured out myself, and me going through and trying to figure out that you have to use a rot 8 cipher to figure out where to go inside the game was going to be impossible. A rot 8 cipher. It's an interesting concept. It really, really is. It's one of the most interesting concepts out there. It's a concept that I haven't seen any other game develop. Oh, Jesus Christ! Any other game do, which I think is crazy to me, because this concept definitely works. Even though it is definitely very like jarring to do and kind of like boring to do at times, it's because it takes a long time to really get into it. I think when executed well, you end up with a very interesting story, a very interesting setting to do the story in as well, that invites the player to use their mind to figure out what is going on. What? Okay, I'm assuming now that door opens now. Now I'm interested to see what exactly this final level does, okay? Because again, my only real annoyance with this level is that you would not have been able to find this level using in-game clues. There was no clue to use the rot cipher to find this final level. You would have... All you had to do was just recognize that a rot cipher was needed on that specific set of voids, okay? You could eventually kind of figure it out by like going through the rot cipher sort of like one by one and trying to figure out like, oh, which one forms like a real word, right? But doing that would have taken you hours at best. And even you'd have to know the existence of it too. It just wouldn't really make sense. Having a snowstorm. Oh god, stay safe. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you do have a generator, which I'm pretty sure you do. What the fuck is that? It's like breathing. Do you hear breathing, chat? Wait. Okay, it's breathing, but then what? It's not doing anything. There's no way that that's it, really? Like that's all there is to this final secret? Huh. I guess that's it. But as far as I can tell, based on our last playthrough, this is like the final section of what we really missed, okay? Some sort of understanding of what exactly is going on. Now there's more secrets, of course, like the on the moon, the creature that like sleeps. I wonder if there's a way to figure this out. There's apparently a mine somewhere. If I can figure out how to go into the mine, that's going to be a massive upgrade to what we currently have. But this at least shows us what David, I think, went through. Because this is the aftermath of like what David did, basically. There's still a couple of other secrets that I can't figure out. Like 200 attacks or the moon. Trying to figure out what exactly happens on the moon and how to kill the moon beast. Or like wake it up, at least. That's the only thing that I can't figure out. And I haven't seen anything online about this because, again, everything's locked behind a Discord server, and I'm not joining a Discord server for this. It just feels weird. But this thing. I wish I knew how to open this thing. Okay, well, now I'm inside it. A cold angel rests here. Again, Basilisk 2,000 is an interesting concept. I just wish that a final part did not require the use with the knowledge of a cipher. The knowledge of it that you can't gain inside the like game, it leads to this moment of like frustration of like you bang your head against the wall, expecting all the answers to be inside the experience itself, right? Because everything else is, right? It's the only thing that like comes from outside the like game, and it sucks. Because I really wish that it was inside the game so that you could experience the full thing without having to look it up. But I just wanted to show you guys what I found, okay? Because I finally figured out Ritual, which then led to like, you know, the event place. And then this thing, which, I mean, I still don't know the answer to, but there is something weird here. That's all I wanted to show you. Now we move on to the really fun stuff today, the Steam Next Fest stuff. But again, this seems to be, event seems to be, the final, true ending of Basilisk. There appears to be more to this, and there might be more to this coming up soon. But there seems to be a tie to everything that this game developer has like done. It's all tied into the same sort of like mythos, which I find very interesting. Because again, even in Lunacid, we deal with the crying of the moon. The way that the moon melts down. I can't wait to see what happens on October 31st when Lunacid itself fully comes out, and see what else this game developer has in store. And I hope they expand on this game's concept even more, because I think the story that this game tells is freaky. Again, if you haven't seen it, go to the YouTube channel, watch that VOD. It's wild. It's 6 hours, I think, but it's 6 hours of time that you will actually very much enjoy. That's all for Basilisk 2000.